So, today was going to be a longer video. It was going to be all about how I'd taken this out for a run. I'd not done any insulin adjustments, I'd not had any food on board, I hadn't had any insulin on board, and I was just going to see how the SmartGuard kicked in and if it was able to look after me over a nice long run. However, I'll show you the preparation part, and I'll show you what went wrong. Okay, so it's now 10 to 12. I'm planning to go in and run about 40 minutes or so. Normally I'd have already done a basal adjustment now, dropped me down to 0% in an hour before I go for a run, to give myself a nice base reduction in insulin, therefore I won't need to take in many carbs on board. Today we're going for the zero effect on that, so let's see if the SmartGuard can do its job. So at the moment, after breakfast this morning, it's tracking quite well. I'll lift it up there, hopefully see. We're at 7.9 at the moment, and that's a fairly flat line. So next step, I'll just keep waiting, then I'll go and get my kit on, and I'll speak to you before I go. Okay, so it's now 20 to 1. About to go out for a run. As you can see, I've chosen a nice subtle colour to wear when I'm out on the road. If SmartGuard doesn't do its business and I collapse in the heat, at least I'll be seen. The numbers have just been dropping slightly. I'm down to 7.1 and with a slight downward trend, so I'm just going to take on 3 fruit pastels, which is about 9 grams of carbohydrate, just to give me that little extra boost to get me on my way. But then after that, the SmartGuard's on my own. I've got a couple of packets of fruit pastels, I've got a couple of pound, iPod to listen to, podcast all the way, and let's see how we do. Alright, cheers! So that was me, just about to go out for my run. What happened next was, I went out for the run, but before I did that, I managed to faff around with the settings to make sure that the SmartGuard was all set up perfectly. I managed to turn it off. So I ended up running and running and running and slowly dropping and getting more and more frustrated with the SmartGuard because it wouldn't kick in. It kept telling me that I was going low, but I didn't believe it. I just knew that SmartGuard was going to kick in because I trust it so much. Until it got to 3.2, it hadn't kicked in. I thought, it's not happening today. So I had to consume some sweeties. My trusty fruit pastels, 3 grams at every bite, perfect. That got me back up. I had a nice gentle walk back instead of the sprint back I wanted to do, so that didn't work out very well. Today, went out for another run today with my work colleagues at lunchtime, just a short 4.2 kilometres, took about 20 minutes. Again, SmartGuard was set up nicely for it, but because of the distance it wasn't really long enough to do anything. Didn't make any adjustments, had a few fruit pastels before just to get me going, 3 I think, because I was running at 4.9, so I took 3 fruit pastels, went for a run. And when I got back, I had my lunch, so I couldn't really see the SmartGuard in action there either. Didn't really need to be in action. Saturday, another day, I was going to go for a run as well, but that just turned into a day of hypo. Not the pump's fault, the SmartGuard was kicking in and it stopped my insulin delivery for most of the day because all I seemed to be doing was eating. Consume a bit of food and then I drop again, and it was just one of those days when diabetes didn't play by the rules. The pump did what it can, but it needed me to be there, and that's how it is. That's what living with diabetes is all about. It's having to look after it sometimes, and even with all the best technology in the world, you do sometimes have to just look after yourself, keep eating the food and just take it easy. Rest of the time, it's been working like a dream. It's been doing exactly as it should do. No complaints. It's all a bit boring really. It would be nice to say I've had loads of problems and it's a nightmare, but it's not. It's working really, really well. The pump, still loving, love the screens, love the menus, nice and easy. Bolusing, I said last time we'd look at bolusing. Unfortunately, I haven't got time tonight, but we will cover it in the weeks to come. Don't worry, we'll get there. So that's about it for tonight. Just like I say, just a really short one tonight. Sorry about that. Hope you've all had a good week. Next week, hope for a long one. We'll take some time on the Saturday to do it. And that's about it. Thank you.
What are we doing this time?
Oops.
Well, at least it's waterproof, and if there was water there, it could stay alive.
Yes. What would happen if there was water there?
It would still be like that.
It'll still
and
work.
even if the screen was on, it would still work.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Right, so.
Right, so what we're going to do. If I was really low and I wasn't able to speak...
Then it will point low.
It would. And if I was really low and I wasn't making any sense, what would you do?
Find the doctor.
Phone the doctor?
How
would you phone the doctor?
You would pick up a phone and then put 999 and then say, oh, we need a doctor. And then they'll ask you some stuff about what the worst case scenario is.
Scenario
It is. And then they'll come and... But first they'll check if it's really important.
Right. What would you try and do in the meantime, do you think?
I would go get your fruit pastels.
Fruit pastels?
See? Fruit pastels.
Yeah.
I would open it up. Can you open it?
Go on, man.
I would open it up.
You demonstrate what you would do with one of those fruit pastels.
Then you'll put it in.
Right.
And then, but you'd have to chew like this.
What are we going to do with that one, now?
I eat it.
Go on then.
Let's carry on.
Let's carry on. So we're just about there. We just need to say, and we'll see you next week. Like I said, we'll try and have a look at some bonusing.
Not that long.
What, till next week?
No, it's not that long of a video.
It's not that long a video this week. Not much to say. But, more next week. Alright, we'll say.
That is a very good thing, because if you're a diabetes and say you had a whole bucket in front, no, you were doing water bucket challenge, but I don't know why I brought that up, and you had it attached to you. If you had this attached, it would still stay alive. If you had the other one attached, it would just go.
Okay, thank you very much, and we'll say goodbye.
Bye and cut.